Hey, what's up? This is Rocky, and these are my stripper stories.
What's up with it, Rocky? Welcome to Stripper Stories.
Hi,
The untold truth. How you doing?
I'm good. I can't complain. I
Okay.
feel lovely.
So, Rocky, you are an ex-dancer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that you're very charismatic, so I decided to come get you and put you on.
Okay. I'm glad. I'm glad to be here.
Okay, let's start off with a couple questions. Do you feel like every dancer has a price?
Do I feel like every dancer has a price?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right.
Ain't nothing free.
So when I mean price, like, do you think like every dancer, a man could offer them some money to sleep with them?
No, I don't. Every dancer is not like that. You got some girls that actually come into the club with some type of morality.
Right.
So you got girls that actually come in there with some type of goal and they are intending to meet that goal and very assertive about it. Then you got the women that want to just take the easy way out and they will allow a man to give them that type of money. They actually don't even have a price, to be honest with you. They'll just be doing it just because somebody is offering them some money. It's a quick way out.
Right. Um, what's the craziest thing you've seen a dancer do?
Give a man head up under the table. Listen, man. I was working at Dallas Cabaret, Dallas Cabaret South, and I'm not gonna say the girl name, but the girl was a very popular dancer, and she was with another chick, and they was you know how South is made now? They don't knock down the walls and stuff like that, so it's like literally in the back. The VIP is open. You can literally see everything because there is no VIP. And yeah, she was just down there. Dude had on all white. I'll never forget. We all kind of like facing one way, and they were in the back by the pool tables, and she definitely was down there giving them some head, like sucky sucky going up and down. And when I tell you, man, when the dude got up, like when he opened his eyes and set up and seeing how everybody was just turned around in their seats doing like that, he stood up, zipped up his pants, walked away, and the girl, she stood up under the table. Well, she sat up under the table, Indian style, for probably like 20 minutes. When I tell y'all I died laugh, that shit was funny as hell.
Right.
Just to be sitting up under that table like that is just pure embarrassment. The walk of shame was something.
Right. What made you start dancing?
At first I kind of like glorified the whole perspective of the money. I thought that what I saw like on TV was that's how it was going to be when I started dancing. So that's kind of what made me start. It was just me glorifying the fact that it was just so much money, and I thought that I would be a great asset to a club. I'm a pretty girl, very charismatic, like you said.
Yeah.
So I was like, why not? And it was just generally the money, basically.
Right. What did the first day look like for you?
The first day, oh my God. The first day I started dancing, I was working at this club called Lady Love in South Dallas. And it was like a hole in the wall, whatever. My first club, somebody told me to go there because they like, you're a rookie, you don't really know nothing about dancing or anything like that. So you can just get your feet wet. It was terrible. It was terrible. I got bullied. I'll never forget this woman named Diamond. Like I remember the dressing room being very small, and the dressing room was as small as my closet. And I was sitting in her chair or whatever. And who would have thought that grown ass women that's in their 30s and 40s be doing stuff like this? But she was kind of like, "You in my seat." I hear you move so goddamn fast, I wasn't playing. If you would have seen that lady eyeshadow, you would have been scared too. So I definitely, moved out the way and, mind my business while I was in the club and stuff like that. But it was horrible for me because I didn't know what I was doing. I was scared. I was nervous to get up on stage. Sometimes I didn't want to get up on stage. And I think that's where the drinking and stuff like that kind of came into play so I can get a little bit comfortable. But around that time, I was like drinking beer. Y'all got to think I was 18, 19 years old now. So.
Do you feel like at any point during dancing in the club that you made any friends?
Yeah, I did. There was this one girl that I ended up being friends with for about like 8 years. She became my best friend. She's like a big sister. She actually like mentored me while I was in the club, helped me, kind of progressed in the club, helped me with like my makeup, my hair, and stuff like that. Things I didn't have no knowledge of. And
So
I
like
think,
an OG.
yeah, like OG. And I think that every young dancer that's coming into the club should have, it's kind of like the big sister, big brother program type of situation. I don't think that they should have the girls just thrown out there to the sharks. Like, give somebody that can teach them the ropes on what to do. It's what it's called, etiquette. There you go.
Do you feel like there is a lack of etiquette in the club now?
Absolutely. These bitches don't give a damn. These bitches ain't got no, excuse my language, but these women ain't got no manners. They don't know how to talk to the customers. They are very egregious. Some of them act like wolves. So there's definitely not no etiquette in the strip club at all. This is a different generation from when I was dancing. You know, we would sit down and talk to our customers. Now it's just throw that ass and shut the hell up while I throw my money. I mean, it can be kind of fun or whatever, but it's just not authentic to me. I like to get to know my customers.
You think you would make a good OG?
Absolutely. I definitely will make a good OG. I'll make a good house mom.
What's your thoughts about pimps in the club?
I hate pimps.
Okay.
Why? I hate pimps. I think that you don't need nobody to guide you on how to sell your own monkey. That is ridiculous to me. Okay. I learned that when I was dancing because I have been in rooms where I've dealt with men who were pimps or whatever the case may be. But that's why I say it's good to have an OG dancer present, because the girl that was my friend basically told me you don't need to be around those type of people. You can get your own money without having a nigga trying to influence you on how to get the money. You just got to be smart. So I don't like pimps. I don't think that it's necessary.
Okay. That's what I was going to ask. Do you think that a pimp is necessary?
No, it's not necessary. Why do I need you to manage my money? Am I that dumb to where I don't know how to get money on my own?
Well, I said this in the last thing. So you see like a lot of women in the club, and there's like a lot of women and they make thousands of dollars, but then they don't invest their money in the right things. So what do you say to that? Like they're making 150,000 and then they don't have a place to stay.
I think that's terrible.
Right.
I think that when you go into the club, I definitely think that you should have a purpose on, like you should have goals. Because this is not something that you can turn, it can be a career, but I don't think that this should be the career that you should make a career. This should just be a stepping stone to a career. So as far as like the girls that's going in there and that's blowing their money, I mean, y'all need to get y'all mind right, because you don't get no 401k or A or IRA when you're dancing. So a lot of women don't think about stuff like that. But in due time, give them time. They babies.
Have you ever been jealous of another?
Absolutely not.
Right.
Jealous? Absolutely not. No, I love when make money. I love the fact that, you know, working in a strip club, it definitely gives you like freedom to be able to control stuff. I love that. So I love the fact that women are able to control men. We control them when you're in our playground. So there's nothing, and then we're all doing the same thing. You know what I mean? So there's nothing for me to be jealous of. Like, I'm not a material girl, so that doesn't bother me.
Right. So what do you think? What's your thoughts on women selling their monkeys?
My thoughts on women selling their monkeys? I don't have nothing against a woman selling her monkey, but I don't think that it's something that you should like make into a career. Like, you know, like get your money, girl. Like, do what you gotta do. But I ain't finna do it though. So,
so you ain't never sold a little monkey?
Like, listen, all right. If we gonna play, what's it, the devil's advocate? Next question.
What's the most money you ever made in the club?
The most money I made in the club, a little bit over $3,000, and that was off of one customer, and that's because I knew them or whatever. So, and that was just in one night, and I was working at Exposures. This is when Exposures was open.
What about the least amount of money?
The least amount of money that I made, y'all, $8. $8 and I was mad as a too. Because I had been at work from the afternoon up until the next morning. And I'm working at this point, I think I was working out there in Fort Worth. I was working at Flash Dancers. And yeah, I was working at this club called Elegance during the day. And then I work at Flash Dancers at night. And yeah, I think it was like $8. That's the least that I've ever made. That's embarrassing. Why are you guys asking me this?
Because this is stripper stories, the untold
God,
truth.
this is definitely the untold truth.
The untold truth. What do you feel like is a decent amount of money? Now, every stripper want, a guy to come in there and cash out.
Yeah.
But what do you feel like on average is a decent amount of money for a man to spend when coming in a club? Is there a standard? Like, hey, you should be throwing at least tipping this amount.
Yeah, I think that I would say the amount will be at least $200-$300. $200-$300 for Texas. Right. We're not talking about if I was to go to Atlanta or Miami. Yeah, you already know the price is going to go up. But for these niggas out here in Texas, they're like $200-$300. I think that every man should have that much when they come into the club. Like, you got to have a little something to play with.
What's the worst kind of customer?
The ones that don't spend no money. Right. The ones that come in the club and just be staring at all the girls. Right. And be in there all damn day, sucking up all the air. Bless you. Right.
Right.
Can you define what tight made means?
What?
What tight made means?
Tight made.
Mm-hmm. This is your words.
Tight made.
Mm-hmm.
Put it in the sentence. What did I say?
You said that you were tight made.
Oh, tight made. Close made. Yes. Okay.
Close made.
Yes, close made. Close made. Yes, close made means that you just stick in the thighs right here. It's very close made. Like you don't have that gap or whatever. I'm like, tight made? What is tight made?
This whole time I've been saying tight made.
Close made means that you don't have that gap in between your legs. Like your vagina is kind of like close to the inner thigh.
So do you feel like that is a advantage or a disadvantage when you dancing?
I feel like that's a disadvantage when I'm dancing.
Why?
Because a lot of people can't see your vagina. Like when you are dancing in front of a customer, they want to see the whole body, even when it comes to the outlining of your vagina. With my legs being so big, and then I have my little fufa, sometimes it kind of hides that a little bit. So that might be the disadvantage. Niggas be thinking like, when niggas come into the club, they automatically think about us. So when they think about us, they're thinking about moving to the side and all this other stuff. So I think like that. I kind of put my mind frame in how a customer would think if I was on stage and I'm dancing. Do they want a close made girl? Do they want a girl that got a gap in their thigh? I know that might sound a little crazy, but
do you ever get in the mood when you were dancing?
Hell no. What you mean, like a sexy mood? Like, absolutely not. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I used to be in the club, I would be disgusted.
Okay.
Like, I don't get like, what you mean, like aroused?
Yeah, exactly.
No, I don't get aroused or anything like that when I'm in the club. I come in with a professional mindset. So I come in as I'm an entertainer, I'm a dancer. I'm here for a purpose. I'm here to make money. So I'm not here to get off or feel like I want to get off or I'm trying to get someone else off. I'm here to fulfill like a fantasy. I'm just here to dance.
I'm just here to dance.
I'm just here to dance. That's it.
Do you feel like there's a such thing as my customer?
No, I don't. And I used to hate when women would do things like that because men have a right to be open to variety. Like if he just so happens to see something else that he like, why would you want to stop him from fulfilling his pleasures? Like, I don't believe in that. I mean, if you saying that that's your customer, you might as well be like that's your husband. And I know that ain't the case, but I used to hate when girls do things like that because when I would bring customers into the club, it's free game. If you're going to make money off of him, you're going to make money off him. I'm going to make money off him too. There's no reason for us to be, this is my customer and you can't talk to him. Yeah, I don't give a damn. Y'all know me, I'm a boss hog, so I'm not, that's going to go in one ear and out the other when I hear stuff like that.
Do you have any regrets during your dance career?
No, I don't.
Have you ever been in a fight in the club?
Yes, I have.
Tell us about it.
I got into a fight with this girl. I forgot what her name was. I was drunk as shit. We was at Flash Dancers and I forgot what it was about. I remember like the girl already having beef with other dancers and stuff like that. So I was drunk and we was in the dressing room and she was by my purse and I just went to grab my purse and she was like, ain't nobody gonna take nothing from your purse. And it kind of just went from there. I remember her hitting me with some flat irons in the face. And yeah, she picked up some flat irons and hit me in the face with them. And it went from there. I remember spitting on her. I ended up getting banned from the club for about like a month or two. I could not go work at Flash Dancers because they was just kind of like, yeah, you spit on her. I took her wig. I threw a wig in the toilet and I turned into a whole animal. I tried to rip her head off. But I didn't have a reason on why I was doing it. I just did it. You know what I mean? Usually me working in these clubs, don't nobody really want to test my gangster. They don't call me Rocky for nothing. So I don't really have to worry about getting into fights.
Balboa.
I don't have to worry about getting into fights. But that was one fight that I got into. And I think I was like 24 maybe.
What percentage of women would you say are on in the strip club?
All of them. Everybody. I would say a percentage if we can put maybe a capacity of 60% of people in the club. I would say out of those 60% of people, 20% of people in the club are definitely doing it. I've seen customers do with dancers. I've seen dancers do in my face, you know, like it's kind of like the norm after a while, after you been there for so long and you see somebody do a little bump or somebody take a pill, it just becomes normal to you. You know what I mean? So
did you ever partake in any of
that? I absolutely partake in drugs. I turned into Rick James, okay? Shit, okay, you gotta do something, you know? Being in that world is just like a underworld, you know what I mean? And sometimes we do things to try to escape from being in that world. We know that we're there for a purpose, but everybody there is like demonized. They have their own kind of character. They come in with like chips on their shoulders already. So you're already dealing with a lot. So to take the edge off, you know, you might do a little bump, take a little line or something like that, you know, whatever. I mean, ain't nobody shooting up no heroin or smoking no crack, so I think we're good to go. Yeah, we're good to go.
Like a bump in that world is kind of like, you know, expensive candy, right?
Yeah, it is.
Right.
Literally.
What age do you think a dancer should quit?
I think a dancer should stop dancing at probably like 29. Like, I feel like that once you start, because once I got in my 30s, that's when I was like, okay, this is really getting old. I'm getting tired of this. And I became the old in the club after a while. So I really do feel like that there's a certain age limit, you know, even if it's younger than that, I don't feel like that you should get in this game to stay in this game. I remember one time I was dancing at Elegance and this girl I was dancing with, she was like, I ain't gonna never get no job. Like, this is what I do. I'm just thinking to myself, like, damn, so you gonna be 55 still doing this. Like, I can't do it. So I definitely feel like I said before, this is a stepping stone. This is not something that you should, it's not gonna give you a paycheck. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, yeah, the money might be good, but it's my sanity and my pride and my morality that keeps me from going back to the club, if that makes sense, you know?
Did you really get the name Rocky from Rockin' Women?
From Rockin'? Yeah, that's where I got the name for. My name used to be Finesse.
Right.
But then, not the fight from Elegance. I actually had 2 fights, actually, because this how I got my name Rocky. I had a fight at Elegance with one of the young ladies. They basically accused me of doing something that I actually did, but they weren't minding their business. Right. And they went back and was, you know, spreading rumors and stuff about what I had done. And I just felt like I needed to defend myself, so I Rocky Bamboa'd her ass. And then that's where the name Rocky came from, and it just kind of stuck with me.
That's very wild.
Yeah, but
when you see these reality women on television, do you be like, man, I would have rocked her? Or do you think like that?
Absolutely. Especially when I be looking at Jocelyn's Cabaret or something like that. I be thinking about the things like, because I know that they're editing the out of these shows. Right. And a lot of the stuff that these women are saying, they're not catching it. Like, there's no way I can be on Jocelyn's Cabaret and Jocelyn talking to me like that. I will rock her out her socks, like, for real. I'm going to show you why my name is Rock, for real.
Do you think that you could give Tasiki a run for her money?
Nah. Nah. Tasiki, that's definitely something. Listen, I can tell you all the baddies that I would definitely stay away from. Okay. Tasiki is one of them. Krishan is another one. Lex, Big Lex, not the little one. Yeah. Eating them up. I'm talking about arms long as a must. I ain't with it. Those would probably be the only baddies that I would never with. Everybody else, I'm pretty sure I can beat their ass up. You think you can get with Rolly? Yeah, what? Rolly just as big as me. That's what she gonna do. She gonna try to throw her weight around, but I'm smaller than her, right. So I actually know how to fight. So I probably will beat Rolly's ass. Right.
Have you ever stole some money or gotten money stole from you?
This is the reason why they call me Rocky. Okay. I stole some money from a customer. Okay. And yes, I did do it. Yes, I did. Yes, I said that they accused me of shit that I actually did, but it was none of your business. So why are you accusing me? So
I appreciate your honesty.
But yeah, I actually stole from a customer. I was working at Elegance, and this customer came in, and he was barred out, and he was passing out bars to everybody, the yellow ones, and we was at the bar, we was drinking. He had a lot of money. He was flashing it, and I didn't think, oh, I'm gonna rob this nigga. I didn't think like that. I was just kind of like, wait till this nigga go to sleep and then rob this nigga. I was gonna rob him when he was awake, you know. So we went to the VIP, and I was giving him dance, and by him being so barred out, he fell asleep, and he had probably like maybe a little bit over $1,000 in his hand, just in his hand like this, and I'm dancing doing my shit, so I leaned back and I grabbed the money. Put it in my G-string. I pulled my stuff up and I ran to the dressing room. And when I tell you I was so scared, y'all, because I'm thinking that this man gonna wake up or one of the managers gonna try to catch me or something. I literally run over. What's those little things that like when you park in your car, it stops you? Yeah, I literally ran over that trying to get away from Elegance. Man, saying it was crazy.
You didn't fuck up the car or nothing doing that.
Nah, I didn't fuck up the car, but when I got back to work, that's when they started saying, yeah, somebody had got robbed last night. They said that you did it. And I'm like, who, me? Never. I would never do nothing like that. Just lying through my teeth. And yeah, man. They was spreading the rumors, so that's when Rocky came out. Yeah. I will never do that again, though. Like that, I got my karma for that. You know what I mean? For doing that, because that was low down. But, you know, that's the thing that strippers do. Like, we kind of get low. Okay.
Have you ever been robbed?
Yes, I have. Okay. I have been robbed. I was working in Fort Worth. Okay. At Elegance. Met this man say, don't ever work at Elegance, okay? I don't even think the club open anymore. But I was working at this club, and I ran into this customer, and matter of fact, this happened after I had robbed a dude. It was like a week or two after that. Ran into this customer, and you know, I was doing my do with him and like that, and he was talking about like he wanted to leave the club, and you know, you want to make some money outside of the club. So I'm like, yeah, bet. You know, I'm already making money off of you, so what's up? Yeah. And so he take me out of the club, and he drives me to this hotel. We didn't even get a chance to do anything that we were supposed to do because that's when the robbing happened. We got to the hotel, and I was in the bathroom, and I'm standing right there where the mirror is at, and all I heard was and I was the gun cocking, and he told me to peel that purse back. Lord Jesus, I was scared. What? I was scared. I was afraid for my life. I thought he was gonna kill me. I mean, he cocked his gun, so I ain't had no other choice but to think like this man might kill me. So I gave him everything that I had, and he left.
How much did he get from you?
He only got like $400 some, and I was like, "You cocking your pistol back, like you know, like this for $400, nigga? You could have went and knocked off a gas station for that, but you knocking off a little old me, you know." But it is what it is, and I remember my friend telling me that was your karma for what you did to old boy. You robbing the old boy, that was your karma, and I was like, that's some up shit to say, man. Like cocking their pistol back, and you talking that's my karma. But I will never do nothing like that again.
Right. What's the best day that you ever had in the club?
When I had made that $3,000 some. That was the best day that I ever had at the club.
What about the worst day?
when I made that $8. That was the worst thing I ever had at the club. Shit. Every day it's always something. The club, working in the club is crazy. Like it's always something going on. But it also created, like, when I worked at AOD, it was like family there. I loved working at AOD, and when it was King of Diamonds, the staff there, they definitely treated me like family. D Will and his wife, I loved working for them and stuff like that. It was a really good time.
How do you deal with the women drama in the club?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't insert myself any of the women drama in the club. It's not my style. I kind of just go in the dressing room, do what I need to do. And then I'm actually like cool with everybody. As y'all can see, like you said, if you're charismatic, I'm funny. So I'm the type of person, I come in there, I make everybody laugh. I really didn't have no beef with any of the women in the club. And if I did, I would never know about it because they never approached me.
What's the craziest thing someone ever tried to do to you while you were giving a dance?
Come and dance come and dance like by me while I'm dancing with a customer. I remember this girl, and I'm gonna say her name, MVP. Y'all probably know her, but she tried to when I was dancing with a customer, she literally came. You know how the girls was like clicking up at one point? They had like stage partners and shit. And that was like a thing for a minute. You couldn't even work at AOD unless you had a stage partner. So when I was at Dallas Cabaret, I left AOD because I didn't have a stage partner. I went to Dallas Cabaret, and she was trying to pull that over there. And I was like, hey, like, this is my money. I'm not splitting shit. Shout out to MVP though. I love her. She's a cool girl. But yeah, that was kind of a little crazy for me.
Right. How do you feel about tipping out the DJs and the house moms, etc.?
I feel like that everybody should get a tip, especially if you're doing your job. Now, if you're not doing your job, you're not gonna get nothing out of me, and they can tell you that. These are facts. Right. I was one of the girls that never really paid the DJ. I paid him exactly what we were supposed to give him, $10. Right. Now, DJ Perion and Thriller, them niggas, they like get $50, $100. You know, them bitches is paying them $10. That's all you getting out of me. Because you're not spending the records that I'm asking you to spend. So you're not doing your job. They knew that. Right. I ain't give a damn. And ain't nobody said nothing to me about it. Wouldn't nobody come to me and be like, Rock, you need to throw a little extra on the no.
Because you would have rocked them.
Yeah, okay. Get the fuck out of here. You gonna get $10, my nigga. The fuck?
How much does it cost for like a dancer to keep up her appearance?
Like, it just depends on what type of dancer you are.
Right. Okay. So
myself.
Yeah.
I would say with wardrobe, hair, all together, my wardrobe bag alone was probably over $2,000. That's because every outfit that I would get, I would spend $100 on the outfit. Then you got to think about, you got to go get your nails done. That's another $200. You got to get your hair done, and when we go get our makeup done, we have to tip our makeup artist. That's $60 to $100 for a face. So it's not cheap being a dancer. I mean, you can try to get away with being cheap, but I feel like when you look like money, you make money.
That's right.
And I will come looking like money and be broke as but you would never know
that. Right. How do you deal with like a customer that just is not attractive, has bad hygiene, or how do you deal with that type of customer?
Well, first of all, I don't look at how attractive a customer is, because the only thing that I'm attracted to is the money. Right. So I wouldn't give a damn if your ass look like Flavor Flav. I'm still gonna bounce that ass like I'm according to bouncing ass. But as far as like hygiene and stuff like that, I wouldn't think that I've never really had a problem with any customer of mine or a customer that has came in with bad hygiene. That's not really something that's likely unless y'all know something that I don't know.
Like maybe he gets to eating some wings and start smoking some cigarettes and his breath gets to kick in or something like that.
Yeah, I don't even want to be around you at that point. You need to go home and wash up.
Do you feel like the online game hurts the club now, or?
Yeah, it does. Like the online game is definitely where it's at right now. I don't even have people approach me and told me that I should do Cam Soda. Maybe OnlyFans or something like that. I heard that it is very lucrative,
right,
being behind the camera. But it definitely did hurt the strip club industry a whole lot. Cause it's niggas don't have to really just give you per diem anymore. They can just go online and I mean you can scroll down Facebook or TikTok and see somebody bouncing their ass, and you don't gotta pay a cent for that.
Facts.
But in the club, it's just completely different. It definitely has watered it down a whole lot for sure.
As far as OnlyFans, have you ever thought about
Doing
yeah?
OnlyFans? Yes, I have.
Okay, and did you create it? What stopped you?
No, I haven't. I'm scared. I'm not. I'm just. I don't know how to go about doing it. I would love to do OnlyFans, but I don't want to. I don't want like anybody that is like in my family or my daughter to see this type of stuff. And I know that me posting content is it's on the internet. You know what I mean? Like once it's on the internet, that's it. It's gonna forever be out there. And I would hate for my daughter to see something like that and I would have to explain to her why I'm doing it. So that's what kind of scares me the most. But I've always been interested in doing OnlyFans because people always tell me you definitely will make a lot of money doing OnlyFans. You're very pretty, man. So I've always been interested, but I've just never just jumped into it.
Well, if you ever need a manager, let me know. If there's any advice you could give to an up and coming dancer, a dancer that might have been in the game for a year or less, what would that advice look like?
Stay to yourself and save your money. Because once you get out this shit, that's it. It doesn't come with a plan. It doesn't come with benefits. And a lot of women don't realize that they literally are working to make the money just to spend the money back in the club because they spend it on themselves. It's like a Ponzi scheme damn near when you're in the club because everybody's making money off of everybody. So my best advice would be for you to definitely save your money. Have a plan when you get out and stick to that plan.
If you could change any part of the game, what would you change about
The management.
Okay.
I think that the clubs need to be ran more by women than men. Men don't really know too. Men are so hard and so rough. They don't know how to cater to women how it should be. And that's why I liked working at AOD because it wasn't just D Will, it was D Will and Yaya. Yaya brought the softer side out, you know, when men didn't know how to approach women when it comes to being a manager. So I definitely would change that perspective and that narrative for sure.
Right. Do you feel like the dances should be $20 or should they be more?
It should be more. We at 2025.
Right.
I need $100.
A dance?
Yeah, I'm breaking my back. I'm sweating, and nigga. Like, come on, man. $20. We ain't getting no more with that no more. Like $20 a song. Songs damn near 5 minutes now. Like, nah, I need $100.
Right.
That's why I say I can't dance no more. Cause yeah, I need more money.
Your attraction to, are you attracted to both sexes, male and female?
I'm more attracted to females than I am men.
Okay, and why is that?
I love females.
Okay.
Now, when I was younger, the way that I feel about females now is different from how I was when I was younger. When I was younger, I was just kind of doing it. Now that I'm older, I love the essence of a woman. So that's what attracts me the most. And women are smart, they're beautiful, they're soft, they're sexy. Everything that a man loves about a woman, same thing with me.
So what is it that you like about men?
Nothing. I like men I like men what I like about men is that they show a sign of security. Like you feel safe when you're with a man.
Yes.
You might not get that soft side like you would want with a man, but some men can show that side of them. But I love the fact that men are protectors. Right. So that will be what I like about a man the most.
Did you ever have a relationship while you were dancing?
Yes.
And how did that work out? And is it good to have that?
I was married.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was married for a point of time while I was dancing. It worked out fine. I actually met my ex-husband in the club, so
okay.
I know this is probably something that I've never even told you.
Because you know, in the game they tell you not to get serious with the customer.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but he turned into just not just a customer. He became family, like literally. So yeah, like.
What, did he spend money on you then?
He absolutely spent money on
So
me.
would it be safe to say that he was tricking on you?
Well, yeah, I guess you could say that. I mean, because we're in the club, so
Right,
it
right.
only makes sense to say that. Yes, he
Right.
was tricking on me. He tricked me out of the club.
Okay. You say there's no regrets there, right?
No regrets at all.
Right. So do you advise women to to date a man that they meet in the club if it turns out to, if the man.
No, I wouldn't advise them to date men that they meet in the club, but I would say, if this is somebody that you want and you just so happen to it just be a club that you met them in, it is what it is. You can't stop chemistry and a connection. Where I wouldn't give a damn if we standing near a dumpster. If I like you and you like me, that's just what it is. No matter where we met.
Can you spot the man that's gonna spend money in the club?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Okay, like
it's easy to spot them.
What would you look for?
The man that has the members only jacket on, the New Balance, the khaki pants, the one that look like a dork,
right?
Like the Myrons of the club. Those be the one that usually have the money. The Mexicans that come in with them little cowboy boots and shit, they be having the money. Right. I don't really look at the men that are like, I won't say no names, but I know a few niggas in the club that are like the niggas that they would say are the niggas who spend money. Right. I wouldn't necessarily go for them niggas because them niggas don't really be having no money. Right. They too flashy.
Right. Which it's crazy because like you go in the club and say like I step in the club, I got my chain on, some jewelry and all this stuff, and the girls they gonna flock to me. Why you think that is?
Because you got the chain and the jewelry and all that stuff on. It's flashy. People eat with their eyes, so when they see things and it looks good, then it must be good. Right. But when they see something that looks bad, they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna stay away from that person. He look lame. He look like he ain't got no money." When really, those be the people who be having the money.
They're willing to spend it.
And they're willing to spend it. Now, the niggas who be having the chains and shit, they just want the females around to make them look good. It's an ego thing. They be ego tripping in the club. They just want to make themselves look, higher than the most. Those are the type of customers that I honestly stay away from.
If you could, who would you say was the best to do it in the game? Whether it could be a DJ or a promoter or a dancer, a bartender, you just felt like they know what they're doing. It's like
the best to do it in the game?
In the game that you saw, that you ran across. He's like, it could have been a pimp. You don't know what, whatever hustle they did, you like, they just know what they're doing.
The girl that I was friends with for about like 8 years.
Oh, okay.
I would say her because she's a hustler. She knew exactly what she was doing. She knew how to move. She definitely made money. She definitely knew how to talk to people. She carried herself very well. I look at stuff like that. I guess I'm not looking at the aspect of how much money that they're making. I'm looking at the hustle in them just in general. Like this person can turn $5 into $500. Like if I can say who is the best in the game, done it. I can't even think of nobody now. And I'm sitting up here thinking about it. I could just name like a few that I know that are like money that get money in.
Right.
Like Buns. I don't seen her, do her thing. OG Rocky, which is the friends of Buns. Seen her do her thing. Shayonce, seen her do her thing. Pebbles do her thing. Kitty do their thing, yeah. But I just can't be like, oh, they're the best to ever do it. You know what I mean? Right. I definitely would give the award to the person that I'm talking about. Her name is Jessica, but she went by Moneymaker. I feel like that she was the best to ever do it because it was the way that she went about doing her thing. She was just a hustler. And I love that about her. Right. She can hustle anybody, it didn't matter who it was. She gonna get some money about
you. Right. Her name Moneymakers.
Yeah.
Wow. Like, you about to spend some money dealing with her, right?
Yeah, you gonna spend some money with Moneymaker. She gonna make you spend some money for sure.
She gonna make the money. Have you ever sold a dream?
All the time. All the time. I do that every day.
So like when I say sell a dream, it's like, a nigga, you tipping you and he's like, yeah, we're gonna meet up after this. You like, yeah, baby.
Oh yes. I used to do that all of the time because these niggas really just come in the club. It's like they be looking for sex. And If I'm not making any money, I literally have to sell the fact that maybe I can have sex with you. I'm going to make you think that I'm going to leave with you, and I'm not. Women do it all the time.
Right. You think it's part of the game? You think
Absolutely.
Right.
It definitely is. That's how we make our money. We have to lie. We don't be want to be in these niggas' faces.
Right.
We do not be want to go like, oh, I'm so happy to go to work and go dance and go get naked in front of a room full of people that I don't even know. No, we're not happy about that. We're not excited about that. We're excited about the fact that we finna go make some money. But we gotta lie, and we call it a white lie. You have to do a little white lies just to make that money. So you gotta make a motherfucker believe it.
Right. Have you ever went off on a customer?
Absolutely. I kicked a customer in his chest with my while I was on stage. This is at Dallas Cabaret. Dallas Cabaret get a little bit rough.
Right.
It get a little bit rough at Dallas Cabaret.
They call it the jungle.
Oh my God. The women in there they're like freaking hyenas. They just pounce on you and it's just too much. I can't. But yeah, I got into it with a customer in the club. He was being very disrespectful. He was trying to
put his chef finger.
Yeah, and I kicked him.
Yeah.
Kicked him in his chest.
He said, "Oh," and then that was it.
Yeah, he kind of like fell back, and I can remember King Kong was the manager at the time. Yeah. Kong, he was the manager at the time. He was just laughing and like everybody was up. So I don't think anybody was just like really like paying attention to what was going on. But I knew what was going on because I'm on stage and this man is trying to touch me.
Right. Man, this has been great. Is there anything that you would tell anybody that's coming in this game?
Like I said before, mind your business, get your money, and stack your money. Don't stay in this game long. Don't be in this game till you're old and gray.
And lastly, what would you say is the biggest misconception about the game?
That every stripper is a. That is the biggest misconception about the game because we are not all whores. We have lives, we have children, we have businesses that are thriving. We have women that are in the club that are actually successful women that are going to school. And a lot of men have this perspective that every woman that works in the club is a hoe. And I don't know where they get that from. Or that they can just stick they get everything in anybody. That's not how it is working in the strip club. You got women there who actually want to be somebody other than just dancing. You look sleepy.
Girl. All right. Well, man, you have been a delight.
Yeah, this is fun.
And a treat. And this was a great interview. I thank you for coming so much.
Yes, I'm glad I came.
And thank you for telling your stripper stories.
Yes, thank you.